Hello everybody, welcome back to NF Marsch. We have finished harvesting this soybean field and finished up this contract. So we're going to deliver these soybeans, and I'm going to come back and pick up all the straw. And then we can finish out the contracts and collect and see how much we made finally from these two contracts. But let's find out first where we need to take our soybeans. Let's see here. Okay. We only have one active contract. So I guess we collected on the last one during the last episode. Oh no, here's a completed one that we haven't yet collected on. So let's see, where are we supposed to take these? Take the product to depot. Let's see where depot is. Here's depot. We're going to tag it. Look around, see if we can see the beacon. There it is. Doesn't appear to be too terribly far away, so I'm going to head in that direction, and I will see you guys when we get over there. So we made about $14,500 on this contract just on extra grain. So I'm going to collect on these two contracts now. We're going to collect. So now we're up over $500,000 at 505,779. And I think we did pretty good there. I'm going to take this back to the farm, and then I'm going to go back and get our harvester. And I think we have some mowing and some planting to do with the rest of our day. Well, as you can see, I messed up and forgot to pick up the straw before I collected on the contract, so it's gone now. I'm estimating I lost out on about 400,000 liters of straw here, but that's what happens when you go to collect too soon. And I'm sure some of you out there are cheering because I got my just desserts and wasn't able to steal the straw, but at any rate, we'll survive. It's not a terrible blow. I'll see you guys back at the farm. We're going to give this a good wash because it's done some big work over the last few days. It's very, very dirty, and I don't want to put it away like that. So we're going to get all the dirt off of it first. I tell you what, having two harvesters has really helped on some of these larger fields. So if we end up buying some of these big fields, we're definitely going to need to invest in another harvester. I think this one would use a larger header. So at some point we may start with just getting a much wider header for this. It's got a fairly large tank already, so I think if we increase the size of the header, we're not going to fill it up too quickly. So that's a consideration, but definitely having two of them made these two jobs way easier and way faster to do. All right, so the next thing we need to do is get this field mowed and then plant it in hops as quickly as we can get that done today. So I think I'm going to mow this off camera, and then I'll bring you back when it's time to plant some hops. All right, we got that field mowed. We got all the grass picked up. Now we're going to go ahead and plant it with hops. Hops is doing really well for us. It grows apparently as fast as oats and sorghum, so that's always a good thing when things grow quickly. And it's worth a lot of money. So I think we're just going to continue to grow hops. As long as we have these small fields, I think we're going to need to grow grass for our sheep and then hops for cash. So that's what we're going to do. And once again, I didn't look very well before we started, and I started planting grass. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to start planting hops. Fortunately, we can go back and just plant hops directly over this grass, and the hops will grow and the grass will not. So that works out okay for us. Sometimes the game is kind. Oh, went past it. All right, that's hops. All right, we've got our hops planted and we're ready to go. I think the next thing I want to do today is look at the number of sheep that we have and maybe buy a few more. We have some money, but remember, we're trying to save for either a new field or the brewery. I'm still trying to decide whether I need to buy a new field before I buy the brewery, just so that we have enough space to grow the crops that we're going to need in order to make beer. So that's something I'm currently thinking about. Right now we have 480 out of 1,500. So I think we're going to buy another 60 of each type, and that will still leave us with a sizable chunk of money. Not enough to buy either the brewery or a new field, but it'll give us a good head start. And I don't want to spend everything that we have. I just want to make sure that we're increasing our number of sheep, because that will also increase the amount of fabric that we make, and the number of clothes that we're able to make. So ultimately, more sheep mean more money. All right, we now have 720 sheep, so we're almost halfway full. And that should start to reap some benefits very quickly. So let's see where we are on the clothes front. Those are going to be ready to sell in March or April. I believe the price will be the highest. So we have 8 pallets so far of clothing. I think we'll increase that number quite a bit over the next couple of months. So we're doing fairly well. We still have almost $400,000. We have quite a few sheep now, and our BGA is making us some money every hour. So that's starting to become apparent. At first, it was a little bit of money and it was really hard to notice. Now it's much easier to notice when the money hits at the top of the hour. So we're doing fairly well, and we're just going to continue on this course, and we should at some point start to buy more and more productions and more land, and that's when our money will really start to increase very quickly. So I'm hopeful we're on course and we're going to do really well. But I think we're going to end it there today. If you like this video, I sure would appreciate a thumbs up or a subscription. If you didn't like this video, post a comment and tell me why. Either way, thanks so much for being here. I'll see you next time.